It has never been easier to make credits in Gran Turismo 7 as it is now. Since update 1.40, there's a new method of making credits, and a lot of them. I mean a lot more than we could have done before. And as you can see here, this Mr. Bean's Mini is completely destroying the fastest car in the game, the Tomahawk. How is this possible? I'm going to show you in this video. Do pay attention because it's a bit of a fiddly one. There's a few things that you need to do, but I'm going to try and make it as easy as I can for you. But before we do get into it, do go ahead and hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below what you think of this glitch, and also if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more amazing Gran Turismo 7 content. So the first car you're going to need is the Tomahawk SRT. Now you do this by going to Brand Central, popping over into Dodge, which is in the America section. And once the Dodge section loads up, you need to pop into the showroom, and you're going to scroll until you find this car here. The SRT Tomahawk XVGT. It costs you 1 million credit. You got a different selection of colours to choose from. During the video I went for the white and the lime, but on this one I went for the red. So I bought this car twice. That's what I think of it. You then get the car. As usual, it gets delivered to you, and then once you have the car, you need to go into the tuning shop. Once you're in the tuning shop, you just need to go into the racing section and go down to the bottom and just check that you have the fully customizable racing transmission. That should be the only thing you need to purchase. Everything else comes with the car. And then once we've done that, we're going to the garage, and from there we're not really going to change anything apart from the manual adjustment on the gears. In here you're just going to change it to all of these. It doesn't really matter, you just really want it to be that far down, just so that the car doesn't accelerate as much. You'll see what happens in the race. It's easy, and it's all you need to do. Next up, we're going to need to buy this Mini Cooper S from 1965. It's available in the used car dealership. It wasn't available at the time of recording, so you need to keep checking back if you haven't got this car yet, and then buy the car from there. Once you've bought the car, there's a few things you need to do. Go into your car maintenance and service, and we're going to need to add the wide body kit to the car. We're going to go ahead and install that, and we're going to watch these men fit in the wide body. I mean, this is how you do it in real life. You absolutely pull that things to smithereens, and it widens the car. Once you do that, you need to add the K20C1 Civic engine. You go ahead and install that, and again, you can't change that back. Now it has to be done in this order, so if you skip ahead and go and get the tuning parts that you're going to see in a bit and come back to this, it doesn't work. You have to do the engine first, and then you do the parts. Now you then go into car customization. If you do this, you just go ahead and get all the other parts that you need, so alloy wheels, your wings, and your splitters. Everything's done. Just go ahead and search for Chunky. Once you click search for Chunky, you will get this over here. Go ahead, add it on, and apply it to your car. It will look like Mr. Bean's car on steroids. So all you just need to do is put the man on top on his little sofa, isn't it? Once you've done that, go into the shop. From the sports section, you're going to get the weight reduction stage 1. From the Club Sport, you're going to get weight reduction stage 2. You're going to get the power restrictor, and you're also going to get the ballast. From the semi-racing, we're going to go down and get the weight reduction stage 3, and we're going to increase the rigidity. From the racing section, you've got quite a bit here. Engine balance tuning, the polish ports, the anti-lag system. We're going to need to get the racing intercooler, the racing air filter, the racing silencer, some of you might call it a muffler. We need the racing brake kit, the racing brake pads, and the racing exhaust manifold. We're also going to need the fully customizable suspension and the racing clutch and flywheel. We're also going to need the fully customizable racing transmission and the racing soft tyres. You don't need any other tyres because there's no tyre wear, so the racing softs are absolutely perfect. From the ultimate section, you get the titanium connecting rods and pistons and the high lift camshaft S. That's all you need to do there. Once you've got those parts, pop into the garage, and this is the changes that you're going to need to make to your car. Now the racing softs should already be on there by default. You're going to put your body height adjustment to 100 at the front and 100 at the rear. Anti-roll bar to 8 at the front and 9 at the rear. Downforce wise, I prefer to go with 100 at the front and 150 at the rear. I've added 181 kilograms of ballast and positioned it at 50. The only reason I've done this is just to give the car a bit of extra weight at the rear, just so it can grip down better on the tarmac. And then we're going to need to change the top speed. I've gone with 660. Again, it probably doesn't really matter, but I've just wanted to play with something a bit fun. Now if you want, just take a screenshot of this, press pause or come back to it and just copy this and use this as a baseline for your build as well. Now the last part of the puzzle is to create your custom race. So if you go into World Circuits and into America, I'm going to use Daytona International Speedway for this one. Once you go in, there's a couple of things you need to do. Check the circuit experience. By completing this, you get a bigger payout. You don't have to, but it will give you a bigger payout if you can. Plus you get the credits for it. Once you've done that, make sure you've jumped into the right car, and this is the car you're going to be driving. This is going to be the Mini, so we're going to pop down, find the Mini and select the one we have just built. As you can see, I've got two of them. I like this car. And then we're going to go and set up our custom race. We're going to do it on the tri-oval. We're going to leave it on laps, and we're going to set this to 35 laps. They're doing this because this is about half an hour's worth of racing, probably about 29 minutes. You'll see at the end of the video. We're going to put it to 20 cars, and we're going to make sure we start at the back. By doing this, it adds a bit extra credits to the amount we're going to get. The rolling start, don't change this, because it seems like if you go anything other than what it was there originally, it actually puts it back to 15. We're going to go down and we're going to just leave all those things as it is until we get to the rival settings. So we're going to go select from garage, and then we're going to change each one of these cars to the Tomahawk that we've built. Every single one, as you can see here, apart from the one we're going to be driving. That's the only green car on there. And then what you can do, the last thing, is change it from intermediate to professional level. Again, if you're a new driver, it doesn't really matter. The car's not really going to do a lot. Then this is quite important, personal preference, but if you want to keep doing this race over and over again, rename it, save the settings, and I've just gone with Daytona Money Glitch. This just means every time you want to do this race, you go in, load it, and the race is ready for you to go. Once that's done, that's it. You're ready to start the race. We're going to go into Daytona and we're going to have a look at the actual race itself. There are a few things to look out for. I'm going to explain to you in just a second. These are mainly to do with the AI itself, but at the start you will notice that the car has a lot of wheel spin. This is nothing to worry about, because once you're up to speed, the car does handle itself pretty well. It's very good in handling, and you don't really need to worry about anything such as fuel mix. You don't need to worry about tyre wear. And the only thing you need to worry about is getting past the AI cleanly. Look at this, you just fly past. Now this is all nice and well until you have to go past them over and over again. Now on the corners it's pretty straightforward, just take the high line, but when you're in the straights you're going to need to take the low line. As you can see there, the AI has a mind of its own, and the main thing to remember is if you are on a corner, the AI will always dip towards the yellow line. They will always do that, as you can see here. But when you are on a straight, they will go towards the wall on the right hand side. So that's just the main two things you need to worry about. And then straight line, keep your foot on the pedal, keep your finger on the trigger, and just wait for that laps to count down. And as we come to the end of the race, we're still overtaking. They do get a little bit more spread out as you go along, so it does make it slightly easier. But as we're going across the finish line, we're going to do this in just around 29 minutes. Now, you're going to be able to do this easily twice every hour if you just restart. Again, you can probably just change the laps at the start to do longer periods of time. As you can see here, 28 minutes 55, you can go quicker. The main thing is the clean race bonus, 1.639800 with the clean race bonus. Doing that is in excess of 3 million credits every single hour, and that's a lot more than we've ever been used to in Gran Turismo 7, at least for a very long time. The races can be unique. You can probably do loads of different tracks, loads of different cars. You can probably make the Tomahawk even faster just to make it a little bit easier, or give yourself a little bit more of a challenge. But yeah, that's been the new Money Glitch. Update 1.40 is living up to the expectation. It has been a game changer. It is a Spec 2. And if you have come here and you have enjoyed this video, why not go ahead and hit that like button and tell me in the comments down below what you think of this. Have you tried it, and what lap times were you doing? Have you been able to get into the 49s? And also go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I've been Chunky, keep an eye out, and I'll see you on the next one. Chunky out.